Today we're diving into the dazzling world of fish that is as vibrant as Cabo San Lucas sunrises. The magnificent Dorado, mahi-mahi, or dolphin fish, locally known as Dorado, which is gold in Spanish. This name perfectly captures their breathtaking appearance. Imagine a flash of iridescent blues, greens, and brilliant yellows shimmering just beneath the turquoise surface. That's the Dorado. Mature males or bulls are instantly recognizable by their distinctive blunt, high foreheads, while the females have a more gently sloped profile. These creatures are open water, pelagic wanderers that thrive in warm tropical and subtropical waters that bless our local Los Cabos area. You'll often find them congregating near floating debris, sargassum seaway lines, but this is what helps create a great ecosystem for the smaller fish and crustaceans they prey upon. But it's not just their beauty that astounds, it's their sheer vitality. Dorado or mahi-mahi are one of the fastest growing species on the planet, capable of reaching impressive sizes their first year, growing 12 to 18 inches per month. They're a voracious predator and incredible fighters, making them a prized catch for anglers who visit our local world-renowned fishing spots. They're not just a fish, they're a vital, thrilling part of our rich marine tapestry. Join us next time on the Cabo Fishing Podcast as we explore another wonder of the waters surrounding this angler's paradise. Welcome to the Cabo Fishing Podcast, brought to you by Rancho del Pescador and Mar Vida. We're here to bring you the best insider tips, tricks, and tales from the deep blue of Cabo. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into Cabo Fishing Podcast by Mar Vida.
I like tequila with a little slice of lime, sitting in the shade under a tree, and that's where I'm fine. The water's always warm, it gets hotter when she's by my side. Let's stay in Mexico and keep living the good life. So hold me close, don't ever let me go. All I need is you. So hold me close, don't ever let me go. All I need is you. And Mexico, yeah, you're all I need, baby.
Cabo Fishing Podcast. Welcome back, everybody. Toby from Mar Vida and the Cabo Fishing Podcast. I'm here with my good pal Rich, and we are sitting in an undisclosed location that's cooler than you can believe, but it's here in Cabo San Lucas, and we are here to talk about one of my favorite non-fishing activities, and that is drinking beer. I like to party. And so Rich is going to walk us through and tell us about this new product, this new brewery here in the Los Cabos region, and it's awesome. It's delicious. I'm a big fan of it already, and they're breaking in the market. But Rich, tell us the story from Genesis to how we're about to enjoy this.
Love it, Toby. First of all, thanks for having me on. So Los Cabos, that Tuna. It's Los Cabos, the entire community. We wanted to blend the Mexican and American culture. We found our head brewer, Mauricio, from north side of Mexico City.
Award-winning, right?
Award-winning, had a few silvers there. Brought him and his family here to the brewery in San Jose. Then we wanted to bring a beer that not only looked good, but tasted good.
That sounds like an 80 commercial.
And so now we're here with all of them. We have the Fat Tuna brand. The Skinny Lager is our lightest. 3.5, baby. 3.5%. You can drink it all day long.
I'm too fat to drink the Skinny, but it's delicious and I love it.
Well, next one's up. The perfect one for you is the Fat.
Is it named after me?
We could talk. We could talk.
It's not.
And that one's 4.5. So the reason I'm telling you guys the content, because sometimes you have a light beer and it tastes like a light beer. This one's got flavor.
Yeah, we're not on the water. We want beer. In the water, we want fish.
Exactly.
But both tunas.
And that's why the reason the name came from Fat Tuna was What's your prized possession when you're fishing? A nice fat tuna.
Oh, amen.
So we got that all the way up from an IPA to actually an Irish Stout. We want to hit all targets. San Patricio is a local restaurant that we partner with down here. We want to give back to the local community. It's a big part of what we're trying to do here. So as Craig, our founder, has been brewing this beer for the last 2 years, we've only been in the market selling, senior sales manager. I've only been doing it for a few months, and my counterpart's been doing it for no more than 8 months. So we're just getting fresh. We've got, thanks for Toby, taking us onto the porch. We're in Four Seasons, the Cape, Latitude 22 Roadhouse, one of my favorites.
Old school.
Amazing peeps.
Right on the marina, many places. WTF, Funky Olive, obviously the porch. But let's talk about San Patricio real quick. One great bar here, Irish bar here in Cabo San Lucas, owned by an Irishman, and I love the fact that they took the inspiration. He's from Cork in Ireland, and they built a flavor profile that Craig and everyone was able to make happen
for him.
And it's so neat to see the influence, the blending of cultures between Ireland, the United States, Mexico, all come together, and delightful beer. I also really like the fact that it's a great hat tip to the local community. Not like, hey, you can only get this if you do this. No, it's like, hey, this is for everyone. Try to make something that everyone enjoys, put good things, good vibes, and that's typically what we see in the community here. Everybody's just trying to do something good for the community. Exactly. I think it's part of the isolation, right? We're like 1,000 miles away from what, we're comfortable with. You're a big Ohio guy, like I'm a big Texas guy, and and British Columbia. Yeah. But we want to make sure that, we enjoy what's good at home here, but it's not easily accessible sometimes. So it's nice when we see the local community, everyone kind of this melting pot coming together and putting their flair, putting their flavors, but lifting each other up. We say it all the time, a rising tide lifts all boats, not just one. And so I'm really pumped about this product. I love the fact on the far end, we got the Red Rocker.
I'll piggyback off you that. So while we brewed our own beers, we give them to the local restaurants, community, and now we're getting into boats. Once we got our canning coming in June, we brewed the beer for Red Rocker at Cabo Wabo. So Sammy gave us a profile, Mauricio made it. Same thing for San Patricio, same thing for the Cape Hotel. They had some styles, we went through it. So we really want to give back to the community that aspect where it's like, hey, you can love our beer, I love our beer, you love our beer, but if you want something new that you want to bring to the community, we're willing to work with you.
Oh, don't tempt me with a good time and a good beer. Let's talk quickly about working with the community though, because we got the Red Rocker, we got San Patricio's. You have just done a deal with the Bisbee family, right? So for the 3 Bisbee events, you're going to be profiling a different beer. At each event. That's the East Cape, correct, which is Los Barriles, Buena Vista, but also the Los Cabos offshore. What beer is being profiled at the Los Cabos offshore?
That'll be the Fat Lock.
Oh, my favorite.
And the Fat Lock.
My favorite. And that's one of my favorite tournaments too. It's not my favorite overall tournament, but it's one of my favorite tournaments. I like, the game fish division. I love all the things that the Los Cabos. And then for the black and blue, you guys are profiling a version of the stout, correct?
The Bisbee family asked us to actually, part of the partnership was they want to do a commemorative can to good old Bob.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so we're going to do the Irish because it's going to be a black and kind of behind the scenes, but I got the okay to sign on this. So while you don't think of an Irish stout when you're on a boat, I'm always good to give back to family, and they brought what they have down here in these tournaments, so we wanted to honor that.
These are exceptionally crisp and refreshing beers. So I got to say that, we had to stop drinking so that we could do this.
Correct.
And then we're going to drink some more. Pepe's not, Pepe's on drinking profile.
I might even have one for you right now.
Oh, let's do it.
All right. This is your favorite, I believe.
Is it the fat?
Maybe.
If it is my favorite.
So this one is one of my favorites as well. We talked a little earlier before getting on. I like skinny because I can drink a bunch of them, but fat has got flavor. It's 4.5. You can crank them.
Look at that pour. Good job. Look at that pro pour.
I do work at a brewery.
He does work at a brewery. You know, like, not everyone's Bush League like that. Some people are actually professional. But 4.5, that's great. One of the, we were talking about this earlier. You know, on boats, you don't want to have a super high content level, especially if you're going to spend a full shift on a boat, 8 to 10 to 12 hours. You don't want to be like pounding like 5s, 6s, 7s. You don't want to be having like that crazy, super hazy. No, like you want a good, refreshing beer that's not going to build up on you, not going to bloat you out,
Correct.
and not going to make you impaired. Because in the end, we're fishing. Like, you know, you don't want to miss that fish because like you don't have what it takes. It's great, you know, in terms of this quenching that thirst, getting you past that moment, giving you a little bit of nourishment and the carbohydrates to like keep that fight going. Because some of these fights, especially a fat tuna, very technical fight, takes a little bit. Ask John Blue, 5 hours. 5 hours during the tuna jackpot.
Yeah.
5 hours.
That was a beauty.
But like, this is something that can hold you over. I'm a big fan. I'm gonna steal this.
Go for it.
Tepe thought he was gonna get it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's not too like, it's got the right level of effervescence.
There you go.
And that's highly underrated, right? Like a lot of people, you know, they get the carbonation and you drink a beer and then next thing you know, you're burping. You're like, you don't want too much effervescence. Just enough, like quench that thirst, give it that lively, bold flavor.
Beer, right?
Yeah, and you're like, This is one of the heavier beers they have. Super light, and the fact that it's like the fat tuna, which is, like when you think of the tuna fish, the delicious underbelly, you think about the prime cuts of that fish.
Sashimi.
This is the prime cut of the beer. I love it.
I love it, man. Well, we appreciate you.
Where can everyone find you on socials? And where can we already talked some of the places they can find you.
Yep.
Tell us where the tap room is in San Jose and tell us where they can find you on social.
San Jose tap room, we're working on the location. We're north of downtown, the city square. So we'll have to share more about that. Socials at Fat Tuna. You can follow at Kitchen Sink It as well. That's my wife and I's account. So I can always hook you guys up with a local place to go. People come in. Hey, we're staying in San Jose. The garage right there in the city square. They do a great job. They have all our bottles. Staying down here, hit the marina, go to the porch, go to WTF, go to Funky Olive. They're all right there. They're a great community. Sancho's, they're all right there. And they do an amazing job with food at Funky Olive and Sancho's as well.
Yep.
Phenomenal. This is actually my rooftop, just an undisclosed location. Latitude 22 Roadhouse is right down the street.
Yep.
5-minute walk. They've got all art on tap. There's nowhere you can't go and get a good beer down here in Los Cabos.
The best part about any time a product comes into the community that's for the community is it's something that brings people together. And love it. Love how like you and I have been brought together. We've been brought together by friends.
Correct.
It's awesome. And we are going to make sure that you get renamed new title. Senior sales, that's like super corporate. That's awesome. You are the consigliere of Cerveza. So like from now on, we will refer to him as the Cerveza consigliere.
I love it. I'll take it.
All right, Rich, thank you for taking the time to share with the product with us. We're going to continue drinking.
Yeah, let's go tasting.
This part's not for the camera because you can't taste what we're enjoying. So go out and get you some fat tuna while you're here. Come to the porch, Sancho's, WTF, on the marina. If you're in town, Mother Flower, places like Latitude, go get it. The Cape, always go to the Cape, one of our favorite places. We don't stay there, but we like to visit there because it's a beautiful spot, great view, and the only bar I think where you can order a side of fireworks.
Yep.
So how cool is that?
How can you beat that?
You can't beat it.
Yep.
Thanks again for tuning in. Get you some. We'll enjoy some fat tuna. Look forward to more fat tuna content around the tournaments. We'll stop by and see them.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do a promotional thing with the beer as part of that time frame as well. So look forward to that. Cabo Fishing Podcast, Finger Guns. Rich, thanks for giving us some beer.
Appreciate you, buddy. All right, we're back here with Toby, my man Pepe, on the beer tasting. We got a little excited, so I already poured the skinny lager. Our skinny's the lowest alcohol content, so best for boats, plus fat lager.
3.5.
0.5.
Okay.
It's was brought with a lot of love and a lot of flavor, Mauricio said. So this one is gonna be your skinny. Pepe, you're in this as well. Perfect, beautiful head. Salud.
Salute, smells good.
Yep.
Oh, so cold and refreshing.
Coldest beer in Mexico right now.
Yeah.
Anyways, as I said, I already poured it. So Toby's being a great fan. So we'll finish that one because that one's gonna go down super quick.
You don't think it's a light beer. It is. It really is, both in content and in like pour, but it's like, it's still flavorful and still delicious.
Love it. Yep, that was
hard to believe it. It's hard to believe it's light.
Yep. I mean, you got your Pacificos and your Pacifico Lights. Pacifico Lights, you're gonna have a lower even.
Yeah.
We were talking about before, but I mean, for 3.5 for this flavor, you can't go wrong.
3.5 is a great place to be. Like, that's a great little spot.
And this is my favorite of ours. One, because I like a lighter beer when I'm out in the water down here in Mexico, and two, because maybe I'm wanting to be skinny, but it's a good one. We got Toby's favorite now.
It is.
The fat lager.
And for the sake of this filming, I'm going to pretend like this is my first time having it.
The fat lager, so just so you know, our first three beers here are lagers. So we got skinny, fat, Vienna, which is a little more European. Four Seasons love this one. And then we move on to our IPA, and then Red Rocker, so that red ale, and then the Irish Stout. These ones are gonna be stouts. We have the stout, we have our other ones. These are all lagers. So they're all a little bit different flavor with a little bit different malts involved. This is also my second favorite.
I love it. It's robust in flavor. It's refreshing, it's crisp. It's perfect for me. I like a stout if I'm like at home.
Correct.
But like for me, on the go, on the boat, in the bar, this is a great spot for me.
You feel like you're drinking a beer.
A real beer.
A beer.
Like a real beer. And everything about it, I'm a fan.
I love to hear it.
Too often people get wrapped up in extra flavoring, extra things, like we have to have this, we have to have that. But this is sometimes just do it right.
Right.
Just do it right.
So we're trying to do here, bringing the Los Cabos community together and having a tasty beer while doing it.
All right, what do we got? Where are we at?
For Vienna. We're gonna crank through these, and then Pepe's gonna join us because all these bottles are open and they're gonna have to be gone. So next one's Vienna.
Congratulations, Pepe.
The Vienna is going to be a little bit different malt than the fat lager. You're supposed to get something similar, but to me, and I love all our beers, but I enjoy the fat over the Vienna, but the Vienna is very good for the Four Seasons, the Alberge. Their clients really love it. I don't know if they think it's because it's a European style beer. It's not, it's a Mexican beer with an American twist.
Well, I think that goes back to like feeling comfortable at home.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime there's a familiarity to it, it's just like, if you struggle with Spanish and someone like speaks English to you or provides a menu in English, there's just a level of comfort there.
Yeah, 100%. A lot of people love it. I prefer the skinny and fat in my opinion.
Oh,
it's different, right?
Oh,
You never had Vienna?
this is my first time.
Pretty good.
It truly is. The other ones I was lying. I'm not a thespian, but I was acting. This is my first time having it. This is genuine. It's delightful. It's not that heavy.
It's not heavy. So these are still, so this one, we roll through. This is now what you're hitting 5, right? So we've got our 3.5, 3.5%, 4.5, and a little more with 5. And now 5, 5, 5.
Yeah, great levels of effervescence.
Yeah.
Not overpowering. Great flavor.
We can be in Napa Vale, a little more caramel.
I'm getting the tones of happiness and joy.
Love it. As we're cranking through now.
All right, next.
This is the IPA. So as I mentioned, we have
I need to do some jumping squats.
Yep.
I need to stretch out.
There you go. This is, it's only 5%. Most IPAs run the 7 to 8% world. We had a double. We still have a double. I don't bring it to tastings because we're phasing out the double. But this one is going to get, I should really be serving you first. Gentlemen in mind.
Oh, no. Chivalry is not dead.
So this one, you're definitely going to get IPA flavor.
Oh, right away you get the hops.
But I like to say it doesn't have as much of a bite afterwards.
Yeah. It smells good though.
Uh-huh. Thoughts?
Oh. Nice.
It's still light for an IPA.
Yeah. Like,
Get the hop, but it's 5%.
you get it, but sometimes you get overwhelmed, right? And you're like, and then you take a drink, and then you like set your pint down, and you like wait. Like an IPA is like a great beer to drink over a 4-hour period.
100%.
I could drink 3 or 4 of these an hour.
One of my best friends drinks about 3 or 4 an hour we're on the boat. Disclaimer, we're getting canned as we mentioned before. I do not prefer glass on the boat, and that's the only reason we're slowing into the marina. Once we get those, it'll be big time. But yes, so a lot of people love this,
I do.
and that's their favorite. I enjoy a lighter beer, but it's still light for an IPA.
I was not expecting that.
I know.
I was not expecting
That shook me
Yeah.
when I first did it. Before I came on the team, that shook me.
Like even beforehand, we were joking. I'm like, IPA, time to stretch out.
Yeah. It's good. It's clean. It's crisp. We're gonna stick with that local community here. So we're not in Denver. We're not in Aspen. We wanted to build an IPA that was Los Cabos.
Yeah.
So you feel like you're drinking a beer in Mexico still.
That is a wonderful fusion. Wonderful.
I'll let Mauricio know.
Yeah.
We call him Mao. I'm still pouring myself first here because I'm getting the hop out. The second pour is always better. This is our red ale.
Okay.
A red ale. It's gonna be at that 5% still. Because we're in Los Cabos. We got heat. We've got whales. We've got ballenas and sea lions. We love poncho.
Do we?
Sometimes. He is the mascot, right? So this one's gonna be a red ale.
Nice.
It's an ale. I don't prefer it as much. My
Not
personal
heavy.
palate.
But it's not as heavy. Again, when you think of reds, you're thinking of that heavier. Nice.
I enjoy all our beers. One of the reasons I came on the team is because I went through this tasting process. And if you come to our brewery, I'll save that for after the stout. Because I am with a man, Toby, here, that the Irish stout is hard to get down here. I'm a sucker for a Guinness back in the States. We actually, at the brewery, have a nitrous tank, so you can get it. So call a Mexican Guinness.
Yeah. So what a lot of people don't understand, and this is just a logistical thing, we're 1,000 miles away from civilization.
Right.
So little things like kegerators, you can just go at home to the Home Depot or your outdoor stop and buy yourself your own personal kegerator. You get commercial lines plumbed into your business. You get these fancy tank systems and keg rooms. We don't have that here. We don't have the providers for it, and it's tough getting gas. And as a bar owner, like a bar on tap would be phenomenal. However, it's hard for us to get the gas. It's hard for us to get the stuff. So like when I had the San Patricios the first time, I was like mind blown. I love
get it down here.
because I can get it. And I love going to San Patricio's. It's on tap, as it should be.
Yep.
And I love it. And it's that little bit of home. It's that little bit of comfort.
Yeah.
You know, like, I really enjoy it. The San Patricio is my favorite beer. It's one of my favorite beers
It's
of all
their
time.
beer too.
Right, of all time.
Yeah.
Of all time.
We brew it, they label it.
So flavorful,
He wanted
so
that
good.
to be his beer, and
Yeah.
it's so good.
And, you know, like, it's Irish approved. You know, like, not
Wife's
because
Irish. She was an Irish dancer growing
Yeah.
up. Go to Fesh's.
I love it, you know, like Sean and Danny and Maddie and the boys, they're all like talk about it, and they talked me into trying it, and that's what led me down this fat tuna path. It was like the enjoyment of that. But then I like fell in love with the fat tuna.
You started learning the more and the more.
Now I got a problem.
So that's what I was saying. So we actually, one thing we do to the community, this is the first time Toby's gonna hear about this, but a lot of my friends joke with Craig, our CEO, that we're not a brewery, we're a storage unit for kegerators. We have so many kegs and fridges in our brewery, I couldn't even explain. So we're actually putting one, is being delivered to me next week. And next time we do a tasting up here, aka next time we're just drinking beer up here with Pepe and the family, I'm gonna have a kegerator in that room.
I love it.
There's 2 spouts, gonna be Irish Stout and Fat Lager, and that's it. 'Cause we can't put Skinny Lager in. Thought process.
Mother's milk. I love it. Rich, thank you again for walking us through everything. It's so delicious. Pepe, sorry for your luck. You have to wait till this is over to have some. It's delicious. Look forward to hearing more about fat tuna on the Cabo Fishing Podcast, as well as seeing it at the Porch on the Marina and all the other great places, San Patricio, Sancho's, WTF. Over here, the Cape, the great spots. If it's in Los Cabos, and if it is Los Cabos, enjoy it. Fat tuna's leading the way on it. Cheers.
Salud.
Salud. Schlante, since
Slantes, the Irish.
Peace out. Hey everybody, Toby from Marvita and the Cabo Fishing Podcast. We have been filming season 3 and we're continuing to film season 3. Be sure to tune into our YouTube channel, subscribe, like, hit that notification button, as well as, that's right, comment, send in your questions, your comments, so that we know how we're doing, what you're interested in learning about, and what we should be filming to help educate you and share our experiences here in Cabo San Lucas in the Baja California Sur. Finger guns.